Hello, squatters. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep engaging. Let's keep on igniting the minds of African child. There's nothing wrong with Africa. There's nothing wrong with Africa. There's nothing wrong. I will tell you what is wrong with Africa. Africa needs leadership. Africans are suffering because there's no leadership. There's only few leaders in Africa, only few. We need the Krizanis. We need the Julius Malemas. We need Ibrahim Traore. We need Paul Kagames in Africa. Africa will be fine. Rule number one, there should never be a president who has never been in the military, who has never been in the bush, who doesn't know the sound of a rifle, who cannot load and unload a rifle. There should never be a president who has never went for a military training. We had Tata Mandela. We had Thabo Mbeki. That was the beginning of the end of ANC. We had Jacob Zuma in our country. Those people, they are not leaders because they know nothing about leadership. All that they know is to quickly enrich themselves through politics. You see, there's a difference between a militant leader and a politician. A politician is someone who lies to people, perpetuate lies, mislead people, and enrich themselves, and stay there at the corner as if nothing happened. 3 decades now, ANC lying to people, lying to people, lying to people, lying to people. They have delivered nothing. 30 years. We have given them enough time to shape up. I'm so angry because our society is not angry enough to deal with this issue. We are not angry enough to deal with this issue. We have a Minister of Defense who is just a joke, a granny who should be sitting at home with her grandchildren there. She's running the most critical organ of state, military. South Africa is not ready for war. We don't have military. Emotionally, fitness, we don't have military. There's no war that we can win while we have people like Meenji Mutsekh as the Minister of Defense. I'm very much worried. I'm very much worried. We need leadership. On a serious note, we need leadership. You want to tell me Ramaphosa is a leader? Ramaphosa. You see, I hate it when leaders lie to people. I hate it. I hate it when they lie to people because they think people are dumb. They think people's hunger is a joke to them. How many times has ANC lied to people? How many times? To this day, they still think this is a Trevor Noah show. And you look at their posture, né? You look at their posture, all of them. About blatancy, man, the students must fall. They're comfortable. Guatemala, ANC will rule until Jesus Christ comes. That's all that they know. They're arrogant. Arrogance is giving them, I don't know, they think they're in heaven. Are we really angry to demand change? Or are we bluffing? You know, people are comfortable. As long as we are listening to my piano, dancing, drinking alcohol, né? The country is falling apart. Shh. The country. And you know, to resuscitate the country, it's like hell. We are letting everything to just slide. Like, no, it's business as usual. Sorry, they go to parliament, they lie to us. They go to parliament, they lie to us. There will be that time when the commander there from the defense force, you know, we need someone of a Julius Malema character. If Julius Malema was a soldier, if Julius Malema was a soldier and a commander in the military, he will take the government. ANC doing this, Julius Malema would have taken this government a long time ago. There was a time, by the way, when Julius Malema was angry. And I understood. People were saying, I know he's an anarchist. You can label him as much as you want. He's right. There was a time when he was angry, Julius Malema said, we are going to take this government through a barrel of a gun. He was very angry that time. But he was talking to the wrong people who were not yet angry. And it's taking us long to be angry enough to say the buck stops here. The buck stops here. South Africa is a joke. It's naked, it's borderless, it's lawless. People come here and commit crime and dance. It's business as usual. Cases are being bought, judges, prosecutors, corruption everywhere. There's no order in South Africa. If you don't have money, you don't get justice. If you don't have money, criminals are getting away with serious murder cases, cold-blooded murder. As a society, we are scared of criminals. Someone can take your life now, and your family doesn't get justice. We've got high-profile cases that are stagnant, and we are entertaining them. The Senzo Mewa case, the AKA case, and many more. So, if those people's cases cannot be resolved, what about an average person? We've got DJ somebody, we've got so many. Until today, our police are scared of criminals. It's a fact. They can hate me. They are scared of criminals. I understand they have families to feed and all of that, but that's not what they signed for. Because within the police, we have people who are on the payroll of the criminals. They are sitting there comfortable, corrupt, continuing to promote crime. They are crime promoters. They are not crime preventers. They are crime promoters. We've got station commanders who are on a payroll with drug dealers. They are on a payroll of drug dealers. You cannot arrest certain people because they are associated with, hey, we need to be angry enough as a society. This is our country. We need to be angry enough to say the buck stops here. These Mickey Mouses, the president with some convoy and all of that, at some point should come to an end. It's tiring, guys. It's tiring. How long are we going to live on hopes? Like hopes. Hopes. Are we eating hopes? Hopes. When it's election times, they just bring a small fish oil, a tin of fish, and small meal, and they're feeding us like we are dogs. Are we really going to live off that handout? Are we going to continue for the rest of our lives being beggars? Begging this, begging that, getting grant 350. Your child getting a social grant also. You get an RDP house, free electricity, free what, small house, tin house, an RDP with a small room. Main bedroom is too small, like this desk. Then they say, Norway, it's a favor, Ozam. We are doing a favor for you. You don't deserve this. It's for free. How arrogant they are, our leaders. But we continue to vote for them, to put them in parliament, and this is what they do to us. If you register for a subsidy house, you get it, you are lucky. You are very fortunate. Your ancestors are playing a major role. You must just go to the cemetery there and thank them 20 times. They are selling RDP houses. They are selling everything. Corruption. Councillors are lying to people. They are not even staying in squatter camps in township. They are staying there in suburbs. Northern suburbs, there at the mountains, looking at us like this. We need leadership. I don't know when is South Africa going to be angry enough to deal with this problem. Sometimes talking, we'll talk, nothing will change. And as the youth of this country, it's us who must change. It's us who must go back to the streets and say, we want change. In fact, we must demand it. We need to stop being drunk. We need to stop running around with slave queens. We need to stop shortcuts on life. Criminal life. No, we'll just commit crimes there and there. And face real issues. If needs be, we need to take these young boys to the military. Because they are all over the place at the townships doing nothing, smoking nyaupe. Take these boys to military. Let them train and be fit. Know how to use rifles, firearm, everything. Fit. Prepare them to protect their country. Because there's no military. People are just dancing, it's party every day. People are, I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Have you ever seen you like a president of another country more than your president? If you put Ibrahim here and Ramaphosa here, I'll choose Ibrahim, not Ramaphosa. Because that man is from military. That man knows the pain of being in the bushes. Look at his dress code. Always in a military combat. He means business. Recently now, he turned down Donald Trump's invitation. Say, I've got things to worry about. I will not attend and wanting, to be recognized, shake hands with Western presidents while I've got issues on my country. He decided not to go. So, until such time that as citizens, we are worried and concerned and angry enough to confront the government and say, what you're doing is nonsense. It's not going to work. Enough. For 30 years, they lied to us. 30 years. When you are young, they don't hire you. They hire their kids, girlfriends, people who are close to them, They don't hire you. When you are old, I know you don't qualify anymore. We can't hire you. Criminal record, they can't hire you. But you must vote. You are eligible to vote. Someone with a criminal record can vote, but they can't get job from government. Nothing. For that crime you committed 10 years ago, you still can't find job now. Say, you've got a criminal record. Now we can't hire you. But election time, you must register and vote for them to be in parliament so they can steal more. We need leadership in Africa. In Africa, there's nothing wrong with Africa. We need leadership. The only, in our country, the only problem that I have with Julius Malema is his, provocative kind of, approach. But I like the militant part of him. The militant part of him, when he says no, it's no. Yes, it's yes. So, we need leadership, whether we like it or not. ANC cannot continue to behave like this. So, you want to tell me 2029, they will come and lie to you again and you vote for them? I'm just wondering what kind of people who are still voting for ANC. What kind of people? They can't get us the land. They can't make education free. They can't, they are not capable of doing anything. And they blatantly lie. We need leadership. We need a very strong leadership that will run this country. What we see now is circus. People are just enjoying convoy, sleeping in hotels, drinking alcohol in parliament. And yes, we need the Thomas Sankaras. We need the Robert Sobukwe's. We need the Krizanes. Not someone who use an opportunity just like Jacob Zuma, that no, they don't want Thabo Mbeki anymore. I can squeeze in there with the help of the Guptas, so that when he becomes a president, now it's payback time now. They co-president with him. He's a president, they are co-presidents, just like Donald Trump with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a co-US president. We don't need that kind of leadership or friendship. Friendship. No. You must mean business. Work for your country. I believe being a president is a calling. You must go there and deliver the mandate. You must mean business. You must protect your country. You must really show some concern. Our soldiers there, DRC, they died there. 14 soldiers. We lost 14 soldiers because of poor leadership. A president who's pumping billions and billions, protecting his business interests. Until when are we going to be sidelined, sitting there in the cold, outside? They don't want to hear. You're talking too much, man. Hey, you're too much. Huh? You're too much. Hey, you complain. Hey, huh? They just want to do things and you must just, ANC wants idiots. They like idiots. They like people who are dumb, people who can't see wrong and right. They like you. In the ANC, they want to build that society, a dumb society, a numb society that, when you smoke nyaope and you sit like this and say, hey, tomorrow you're voting, right? And you vote. Then that's it. When you are sober and very sharp, they don't like you. And people like us, we don't care anymore if they like us or what. Because we can't pretend anymore. We must just talk about these things. Thankfully, so we've got platforms that we can talk about these things. Very few people that will watch and listen. We are changing society. Kancane. Slowly but surely, we are changing the society. We are preparing the society psychologically so that when that time comes, people will say, that's not right. We have been watching you guys. You messed up. Africa needs leadership. South Africa needs leadership. Look at Zimbabwe. They pushed Robert Mugabe outside. May his soul rest in peace. And they take the cook from the same pot, Emerson Mnangagwa, put him there. And they were celebrating that, no, there's change. There's change. What happened? Is there any change? The Zimbabweans continue to flock into South Africa for better opportunities. When they arrive here, they become housekeepers and gardeners and earn 2,000 a month. That's slavery. That is slavery. You leave your country, you walk kilometers and kilometers and kilometers just to become a slave in a foreign country and survive on handouts. They underpay you and there's nothing you can do. There's no way you can report them because you don't have papers. We know it's a situation, but that is what they do. And you'll never hear white people complaining about laborers and all because they know they underpay them. So it's there's no solution to this. But at some point, people should rise to the occasion and hit the call. Parties like EFF are pushing that mandate. We need to support those parties. Not MKP. I'm not sure about MKP. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm not sure. But if you ask me now, the party that at least resonates with people's challenges as Black South Africans is the EFF. If they don't dilute this struggle, then they will continue to push. It's a lifetime. But what happens when Julius Malema is becoming old now? He cannot do the marches and participate. He gets tired by them. It's tiring. To run a political party, it's one of the most difficult tasks. Then who's going to take over? It's so sad. We need to groom young leaders, young lions, young warriors to take over the struggle. But at some point, we will rise to the occasion to say, ANC, Now it's enough. You need to step aside now. All of you must just move. You've been playing there for a long time. Now you must shift. And by the way, people have started to show those signs, For ANC to get 40%, it's embarrassing. It shows how playful they have been, how comfortable they have been. All that we see is their porn videos that are leaked, Is that what we fought for? They're sleeping at hotels there, it's nice, comfortable, drinking champagnes and everything. Then they forgot about the people. They forgot about the poor masses. They only come there when it's election time and they want votes. What kind of government is this? One day, your people shall rise against you. Just one day. It's easy for revolution to start. You keep provoking and keep lying. You keep lying to people. One day, people will make a 360 turn and say, we are not going this side. We're going this side. Phambili, comrade. We need change. And we can see that we are not going to get change from these people who are leading us. Nothing. Until one day, people take it upon themselves. Back to the streets. Let's start over with the struggle now. And let's see who's who. Because we've got wolves in sheepskin. We've got wolves there in parliament in sheepskin. You've seen Gayton. Gayton now is laughing, Tom and Jerry, Mr. President now. He's there. He has arrived where he wanted to arrive. Now he has forgotten about the people. They were playing golf there at Felons there. They were playing golf. Mr. President. They're playing golf. Gayton was playing golf with Cyril Ramaphosa there at MTN there. Comfortable, cruising, wearing those golf shoes. You know how expensive are those shoes? Playing golf there. It's a golf day. Do you still have golf day? When people are starving there at the squatter camps, when you go and have fun for the whole day, it's nice. It's lovey-dovey. It's a Valentine. No. Yeah? The youth, they are stagnant, they are frustrated. Some are committing suicide, some are impregnating girls, some are, some are smoking yaupe, some are becoming criminals, and then you want to be proud and say it's a golf day. You are going to play golf. Why don't you dedicate that day to come and visit squatter camps and listen to the youth? What are their issues? You must wake up, people. On a serious note, we need change, and it's us who must institute change. Whether in a smooth way or in a painful way, it must happen. It must happen. No one came here to suffer, to watch other people having seafood platter and buffets. Having some nice time, popping up champagnes when people are suffering there, squatter camps, townships. It's not going to work. That thing of the ANC will rule until Jesus Christ comes. We must prove them otherwise. If the rent falls, if the rent falls, we must pick it up. That's arrogance. I wish to live to see them suffer. Yeah, to see them suffer, really suffering. Because when people rise, they will take everything that they have stolen. Everything. Everything. And DA will never govern here. DA will never govern. No ways. No way. Who's going to vote for them? Who? Maybe, I don't know. Not here. We want black South Africans to enjoy the same privilege. I'll hear from you, squatters. Let me not be too long. I appreciate you guys watching my content. Those who have not subscribed, please subscribe. Let's keep on engaging. Thank you very much for watching my content, squatters. Sharp.